my predictions for the relegation battle. I reckon Southampton are pretty much already down. It's not confirmed that they're relegated already, but out of all the teams that are in the relegation battle, they probably have the less chance of staying up. I think Forest are in trouble because they need to pick up as many home wins as they possibly can, because they don't really win that many games away from home. Because yesterday worried me for Forest because even though they were playing a very strong Manchester United team, I thought it was a game that they could get a result in, because they were at home and they had the crowd behind them. But what they did against United that they didn't do against like Liverpool, City, and Chelsea is that they came out to play, and they played into United's hands, because in that game yesterday they actually played attacking, and in those 3 games where they got points off City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, they actually played defensive, and they were resilient in their defending, and that's why they got the results there. And why they didn't get results against United this season is because they went too attacking, and they left too many gaps at the back. I think Leicester should be safe if you actually look at their squad compared to the other teams that they're competing for a place to stay in the league for next season. But they could go down because their squad might not be used to being in a relegation battle. I think West Ham are safe after yesterday. I think Leeds are in trouble. I think Everton are in trouble. So the 5 teams I think that could go down are Everton, Leeds, Leicester, Forest, and Southampton. I think 3 out of those 5 will go down, because obviously you can only have 3 teams going down. I think I expect Forest and Southampton to go down, but 18th spot is completely up for grabs. I think Bournemouth are safe now, because I think after that win against Tottenham, they're safe, because I can see them maybe picking up another couple of points at home between now and the end of the season, and that will be enough to keep them up. But I think they might go down next season, though. I think it's between Leeds and Everton for the last relegation spot, in my opinion, because Everton, that result against Fulham worried me, because that was one of the games where I thought they could get a result. Not because Fulham are bad or anything, they've done actually very well this season. It's just because I thought Everton could get a result because they had the Goodison Park crowd behind them. But they're struggling to pick up points at the moment, Everton. And I think this could be one of the seasons where their luck of surviving runs out. Because they can't afford to go down, really, because they've got this new stadium coming up in Brandley Dock, and if they want that stadium, they're going to have to stay up, because I don't see how it's going to work financially for them if they go down and with the stadium, because they probably won't be able to afford it then, and they'll probably have to stick with Goodison Park. And they'll also lose a couple of players, so it might be hard for them to come up again. Because I think Everton's one of the teams in Premier League history, or in like just league football in history in general, that hasn't been relegated, and I think Arsenal is one of them as well. So it would lose a bit of history, the Premier League, if Everton go down, because even though they don't win that many trophies, they're a historic club and they've got a great fan base. So my predictions to go down: I reckon Leeds narrowly survive and come 17th. I think Everton come 18th. I think Forest come 19th. And I think Southampton come bottom. Because I think if this was Southampton from a couple of years ago, like that had more experienced players, then maybe they could survive. But this current squad that they've got isn't experienced enough to survive in the league, in my opinion, because they've got a lot of like players that are in like their early 20s, and they've had a manager sacking in Ralph Hasenhüttl, and I think that's going to be something that they're going to regret down the line, because if they had still had Hasenhüttl, I think they could maybe survive, because he was actually a good manager and he actually did a good job at Southampton when he was there. And this current manager that they've got, I don't think is good enough, personally. And I think Forest will go down because I feel like as the season goes on, they're going to have to go more attacking because they're going to need points to stay up, and I feel like they're going to play into teams' hands. I think Everton will go down because I think they can't get as lucky as they have done in like the last like couple of seasons of staying up. Because even when they had that good squad, where they had like that Whitehead fella from Ajax, I forgot his name now. I think it was Klaassen or something like that. And they had a lot of good players that season, and they still came like mid-table. I think this is the year that they go down, personally, because I think they're not picking up enough points at home. They're not picking enough points away from home. And I think even though Sean Dyche hasn't done that bad, I just feel like the players that he's got don't really suit his style of play, because they're more attacking-minded players and he's more of a defensive coach. Leave me your thoughts on who you think is going to get relegated this season. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for another video soon.